It all starts here by the garbage. I have this light, China sent it years ago. It's been out here 3, maybe 4 years. Solar, motion, it works. The fire bush has been trimmed, AC ready to go. It's not hot enough out to really run it yet. That just doesn't make any sense. We have some new additions this year to the solar farm. These here, there'll be links in the prescription and everything. One of these broke, just putting it together, but it's good. There's one here. This can do warm or cool white. Looks better on warm. And right on the other side, there's another one in strong Beria with the tire. That's a reference. You can look that up. This was the spare out of old Clanky. Never seen the road. It was never used, and it's just sitting here collecting dirt, grass clippings, all that. The lawn is mowed in the front. Mowed, weed whacked, edged. Still have the old barbecue base. Haven't thought about what to do with that. I mean, I had some ideas, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Like I said, the lawn is mowed. I just did that yesterday. And take a look. After all of this hellish hard work, I worked my fucking ass off for the last week and a half. And take a look at this fucking backyard. Oh, is that damn inviting. Pool is just about ready. Robot is doing his thing. I have the solar flicker flame lights out here around the pool. Put those in. Wasn't quite ready to do that yet, but I figure it was too nice of a day after I got done mowing. It looked too nice. I had to. We had one fail last year. This one's crooked. I gotta fix that. One fail last year. Fixed with a hose clamp. It cracked. China. So that's there. Hose to fill the pool if it needs. The hammock nobody uses. Need to power wash that. Got kind of beat. I did power wash this fence and it looked great, and then the birds found it. Said it was too clean. There's even a fly or something there. That's nice. So there's that. We'll come around this way. I didn't put the chairs out yet around the table. I was going to do that for the video, but I had to clean them. We have the gun sign, and take a look at this. Look, the solar panel. Direct view of the sky and the sun. Without these trees and other crap that was here, this thing gets full sun all day. This was kind of a shady area, so it didn't seem to work that well. But man, I just set this stuff up last night. Holy crap, I can't believe it. And I used to angle the solar panel up because you can tilt this one so it could go try to get some more light. But this way, just straight up and down, is perfect. Oh, the wildlife, ladies and gentlemen. The wildlife. Indeed, we have some pollination happening in there. Pollination. Absolutely. The birthday bush. This is nothing more than a rhododendron. This thing is, it's gotten a little out of control over the years. I've never seen one grow this big. It was like a quarter of the size when I first started at this house. These flowers have been out for a couple days, so they're starting to get a little wilty. These just bloomed here. This looks like all new growth over here, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But then, what is that? Up there. And those are extra wilty because they bloomed before everything else, I guess closer to the sun or something. But he's big, he's beautiful. This side here hasn't all bloomed just yet. We still have some buds that have not just opened. These are fresh, just opened right there. So that's really nice. Some more buds. I don't know if these are gonna do anything this year or if that's for next year. I think it's for next year. I'm not sure exactly how that works. The only thing I can tell you is this is called the birthday bush because May 31st is, was my birthday. 43 this year. None too pleased, but I can't control it, so it is what it is. This always blooms right around my birthday. Hence, we've always called it the birthday bush. My parents had a couple of these, still have a couple of these in front of their house, and they still bloom. Those rhododendrons are 50 some odd years. These can last over 100 years. I'd hate to imagine how, you know, I don't know if I can get in here, not really as easily as I could the other day, but he's getting pretty leggy. And like I said, it growed way out. It definitely growed way out. And even this, what is this? That's like, it's trying to grow something there? I don't know. Might have to, I did trim a bough off of him already, but there's more. Speaking of trimming boughs, we have this light. I can't remember the China names of all this stuff. This thing is awesome. They call it a street light for whatever it is. And oh yeah, the light that this puts out at night over the table. And red tree shed already. I had this cleaned. I just sprayed it off with the hose, as you can tell. Quick. And the flag. Got the bird bath out. I need to reposition it. It's a little, so we got to fix that. There's a rose of Sharon that took bloom here, so we'll let that grow for a bit until it gets too big. See what happens. But this thing is awesome at night because it goes on dim, and on dim it's plenty of light, and then it goes bright when it senses motion, and holy fuck, it's like a stadium. It's absolutely awesome. Speaking of boughs, can you see right up there? It's hard with the sun, but I lopped off that piece, and that opened up a huge piece of this. There is that other branch right above it with the leaves, and I thought about lopping that off, but that makes this a dead branch. Nothing else would be growing on it, and then it's like, what's the point? I already have one of them over here that holds the shower that nobody uses up, so that's all there. Then we'll come over this way, fire pit. I haven't seen how rusty it is yet this year, but soon. Do the annual cardboard burning. Oh my, that looks nice. I'm not a gardener of any kind, but I have my Deloitte plastics sunflowers. They still make them after all these years. It's even got reflections on the fence, which is nice. They still make them after all these years. My mother bought one of them when I was a child. I was like 6 or 7 years old maybe, and she bought one. And here we are almost 40 years later, and they still make them. Are they cheaper made? Yeah. I mean, but, and then we got marigolds, so we put those in. I don't know what this green thing is, but it grows every year, so that's nice. The pink flamingos. This welcome thing that was in the birthday bush. I had to get back there for other stuff and fixing the fence and that, and I had forgotten about it. It was left here by the previous owners, and I sprayed it off with the hose and figured, why not? Swan has been around. We put some garrow molds in there. The Dorifun bunny statue thing, that's solar. It gets enough light, and a little crackle glass ball lights up. So a little solar action over here. Pink flamingo. The purple plant, as I call it, I don't know what it's called. I'm not really a plant guy, and I don't know if I can even show you. I can, but I got to take you in here sideways. So let's come down here to the ground. Do you see the purple pot in there? We had set this on the ground and left it there. And it took root through that cheap plastic purple pot, and it stays there firmly rooted in the ground. And that's it. It just stays. This year I cleaned all the dead wood away, and it seems to be doing excellent. Rosa Sharon growing here. There was another one I cut down. Some more yarrow molds over here. Pot's crooked because the ground's crooked. It's a little better. Another sunflower. And we have the Herbal Garden over here. Let me get up a second. So we got your basil, and we have cilantro and parsley, rosemary, and dilicus. So that made for a nice 5, and I just put it on one of these little tables that was donated by Sharky626 when they didn't need those kind anymore. So I have that and a couple others. Those are still in excellent shape. Over here we didn't get plants just yet for over here, so we saved the pots, and I'm gonna take all that out and we'll put some nice plants in there. Don't remember the brand of these things, but they work. Dim, get bright when you walk by. So one there, which overlooks out over here, which is nice, and the chairs normally wouldn't be there and would be around the table. The floating solar pool ball, haven't put in the pool yet. There is another one of these. I gotta look for it. It's in the garage somewhere. Should have been there, but I guess it rolled away. That's the problem with it being round. The purple garlic hose is out because I'm going to water the plants. I'm going to show you that. Over here, somewhat sounds of summer. Main zone isn't running, but over here is. Both pool pumps are running. No leaks to really speak of. This is a little damp over here. Nothing to be concerned about. Very, very minor. So I'm not really worried about that. I mean, with a pool with 30 or more thousand gallons of water, I'm not concerned about a few drips here and there. This also weeps. I don't know why. It just has been doing that for years. Another one of these solar lights, I don't remember the name of, that I put up there with a wire. That's a piece of 14 gauge wire that I ran around the fence so I wouldn't have to make holes in it, and it works. Sometimes it's a little crooked, which it looks like it is now, but otherwise it is pretty good. So I really like how this garden area over here came out with all the garden kitsch and the little spinny things and the pink flamingos, and the foliage is pretty nice. The yarrow molds really dressed it up. This thing just cool that it lights up, and that we didn't have last year. Just more stuff to pick up when I mow. And you know, with some new plants here, I mean, that's gonna just finish it off perfectly. The bird bath, the chair, the hammock, everything is here. The pool looks super inviting. Robot has been running for maybe an hour at this point, and indeed he's kicked up quite a bit of green into the water, and he's done a great job. The water is cloudy because, like I said, it kicked up that stuff, which is good because it'll get filtered out. It's got a bit more work to do over there, and I'll probably manually hit the corners and that like I do and all that. So the pool is just about almost ready. Do need to put a battery in the clock, but other than that, that's all set. Smoker's rusted out, but it still works. It's just really rusty, so that's good. The bird bath sat there. That's what the round ring is. Chair and table set over here. Forget the brand on this, from China also, but man, you know, it's, I think at the time that they sent this to me, it was like 119 bucks for the 2 chairs and the table. We have gotten so much enjoyment out of this little table, I can't even tell you. We've eaten dinner out here. We got the big table in there. I gotta clean all that. I gotta clean that one down. I gotta clean all this down still. So there's still a lot of work to go, but the backyard is pretty much taking shape. The barbecue, it's dirty, gotta clean it. It's just Chinanized finish. We had the bad igniter. Not anymore. I fixed that kind. So the barbecue is working great. Everything's just, I mean, it's all here. And it is so inviting and so nice at night. This is what I dream of every year, just enjoying my own backyard, because it is just a fucking oasis. It's absolutely gorgeous. And eventually I'm going to put the pool equipment back and away because it's in the way, it's unsightly and that. And the chairs will be put out so they won't be there as sort of an eyesore. It'll be in its place, if you will. Oh yeah, I mean, this is it. Birthday bush doesn't last long. It's only here for like a week or so. But the solar lights with the trees here gone, that thing just worked like all night. This has been working great. It's in the shade, but I mean, I didn't have anywhere else to put it. But later in the day, the way the sun comes in, it gets some nice extra charge. I also take it down and put it on the white table here to let it get some charge. But yeah, otherwise we are pretty much in business for the summer. So let's go water the plants. So yeah, it looks like they could use some water. The best watering tool for outdoor potted plants. Had a video on that, I think 2 summers ago. You may own one of these already, but let me tell you, this screws on the hose. I got the knackered old rusty handle, so I got a tetanus shot, I guess, so that's fine. Just a open hose, and what you get now is a watering can that never runs out of water. I just fill the pots up. They overflow, obviously, because I don't know when it fills and when it doesn't. Just do that, and then I can just clear that off like that. Awesome. And now we'll go over to the Gara mold over here. Again, it's not straight, but I can't fix the ground. Give him a nice drink there. That's good. And then we can move on to the purple plant and the other thing. And for that, I just sort of send that right down. It finds its way. Wet the ground around it. So he's doing well. This green thing, I just put water in the middle, let it figure it out. And then we have the swan over here. So we could water the Gara molds in there. So that's good. And the other Gara molds over here. Give that a nice drink. There you go. Rinse off the flamingos. You know, they need a bath sometimes. That's it. Try the Rollomatic 3000. Little squirty of water, if you see it, is the water that's being used to roll up the hose. Put that there, shut it off, and the hose is rolled up. And this video is pretty much wrapped up, and the camera's way too far down, so I gotta come down like this. Anyway, that is gonna do it for the backyard in full summer mode. Little tweaks we gotta do yet, some plants and other little doodabs and things like that, but otherwise we're all set to go. Been a hell of a year, folks. Not good around here, not good at all, but I am looking forward to this summer because that is going to help ease the pain of everything that's happened this year. So anyway, it's been a lot of hard work and there's still more to come, but for the most part, the biggest part of it is done. Thank you very much for watching. I got a backyard to enjoy for a few months and plenty of video to keep you entertained for at least a month and change, so I get to have a little time off. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.